And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield on play action. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Going up top for Kupp. They've got his man complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Mayfield off the play fake. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Mayfield now. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. 4 yards the pickup, first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. Forced out to his left. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Cooper Kupp again. 2 in a row. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. Room here to run. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
You've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had it for a second, but you're right, not to be. Mayfield's throw here, hauled in by Kupp. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's got the first down and more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. The final shot before half for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's got some space here. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's got Otten. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 more yards there and another first down. Brady going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Russell Gage from 8 yards out. And the Bucs get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A quick pass to Kupp. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Fourth down, Mayfield. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Rams. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Second down and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Allen Robinson with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of the two-point try. To see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last half of the game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On play action, it's Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Mexico City. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. After the sack on first down, Mayfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will... Complete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Angela Infield.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there's no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady being chased out left.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 30, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, an even 90 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Brady's going to look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team for the Rams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't yet.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 34 yards. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Brady will look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They'll run on first down with Akers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen learn creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mayfield rolling to his right. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it'll be Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Mayfield. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Brady to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and it's incomplete. So they could have gone for the PAT and taken the lead here in the closing moments. Instead, still tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They lost that lead. But ultimately right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to win this thing.
And you know each guy's telling his teammate, just let it go. Don't worry about it. We're starting fresh right here. What happened before does not matter. What happens right now and going forward, that's what matters. Let's find a way to win this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards full of life. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even cool shade, peaceful night, it's still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence of it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go play action with Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Hurts will throw. Pass incomplete. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. Down at the 25. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they kept...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost caught.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cowboys strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Steps away to his left. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this down to the 10. First down, Prescott. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 5-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 15 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from capturing the lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt, this time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. Because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. Left side to Lamb. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. To throw is Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Right there.
They'll turn to Sanders. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And
And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Elliott now to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
A give running left. It's Sanders. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Again, that's Watkins.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They're going to look to throw.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Dak Prescott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Prescott to throw this time. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. But first down, Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 52 yards. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
On 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They go play action with Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but you got to give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10.
Quick slant to Brown.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
To throw, Prescott.
Being chased out left.
Complete. Pollard.
And some room to roam now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Here's Dak. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal.
Now Dak.
And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Prescott.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being tough.
And the pressure gets to him again. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.